The Tailor and His Friend. Read and enjoy this story. Kalu, the tailor, had a shop near the river. He made colorful pants and shirts for children. Apu, the elephant, was his friend. Apu came to his shop every day. Kalu gave him many nice things to eat. One day, Kalu wanted to play a trick. He did not give Apu anything to eat. He took out his needle instead and pricked Apu's trunk. Apu ran away in pain. 2 days later, Apu came down to the river and filled his trunk with water. He reached Kalu's shop and threw water everywhere. All the new clothes became wet. Apu shook his trunk and said, "An elephant never forgets." Kalu said, "I'm sorry, Apu. Let's be friends again." Kalu and Apu became good friends. Let's know the summary of this story. This is the story of a tailor named Kalu and his friend Apu, an elephant. Kalu used to make colorful pants and shirts for children. Whenever Apu came to his shop, he always used to give him something to eat. One day, Kalu pricked a needle in Apu's trunk playfully. Apu went away in anger. He wants to teach the lesson to Kalu. 2 days later, he filled his trunk with water and splashed it everywhere in Kalu's shop, and all the new clothes became wet. Kalu accepted his fault and learned the lesson as they both became friends again. Haldi's Adventure. One morning, as Haldi walked to school, she met a giraffe. The giraffe wore big glasses and held a book in his hand. He smiled and said, "Good morning, Haldi." Haldi looked up at him. "I'm sorry to stare," she said, "but I have never met a giraffe like you." "My name is Smiley," said the giraffe. "Whenever you see me, you will smile." Haldi was surprised and happy too. Then she remembered that she would be late for school. So she said to the giraffe, "I would love to talk to you, but I must rush to school or I will be late." The giraffe said, "Not if you ride on my back. If you climb on my back, I will run so fast that you will feel you are flying to school. Do you go to school every day?" "Yes," said Haldi. "I go to school on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. On Saturdays, I play games at school." "What do you do in school?" asked the giraffe. "I learn about the stars, the trees, the birds, and the animals." "That is good," said the giraffe. "I love books too. They are lots of fun. Now jump on my back. I will take you to school." Haldi then jumped on the giraffe's back and found that she could see so many things from the top. And before she knew it, she had reached the school playground. She climbed down. When she turned back to thank the giraffe, she found that he had gone away. "Oh," Haldi thought, "what a wonderful adventure I have had." Let's know the summary of this story. One day, a girl named Haldi met a giraffe named Smiley on her way to school. The giraffe told her that he will feel happy whenever she stares at him. He asked her many questions about her school. Then Smiley dropped Haldi to her school. She saw beautiful scenes on her way to school while sitting on the back of the giraffe. On reaching the school, she comes down from his back, and when she turns back to thank him, the giraffe had already gone away. I want to be big, says little monkey. I want to be strong. A wise woman hears him. "Take this magic wand," she says, "and all your wishes can come true." A giraffe comes by. He stretches his long neck. He eats the sweet leaves at the top of the trees. "I want a long neck," says little monkey. Pop. His neck grows long, just like the giraffe's. Little monkey is happy. An elephant comes down to the river. He fills his trunk with water. He blows it all over himself. "I want to do that too," says little monkey. Bang! Just like that, he grows a trunk. He is very happy. "This is fun," he says. Next, little monkey sees a zebra. "I want strips like those," he says. Whiz! Little monkey has strips all over his body, just like the zebra. He is very, very happy. He goes to the river to try out his new trunk. He looks down. He sees himself in the water. "Mother," he cries. "Help! A monster!" "That's not a monster," says his mother. "That's you. You want a giraffe's neck, an elephant's trunk, and strips like a zebra, don't you remember?" Little monkey cries and cries. "I look awful," he says. "I want to be myself again." There is a pop, a bang, and a whiz. Little monkey is himself again. He jumps for joy. Let's know the summary of this story. This is the story of a monkey who wants to become strong. One wise woman came to know about this. She gave one magic stick to the monkey to fulfill all his wishes. First of all, he wants to become a giraffe, then he wants to become an elephant, and at the last he wants to become a zebra. All his wishes are granted. At last, when he comes along the river, he finds himself looking so scary. He felt so bad after watching his face. He told his mother that he was happy being himself. Then he wishes to become monkey again. His wish was granted and he became monkey again. He threw away his magic stick. The wind and the sun. Wind. Sun, can you see that man walking down the road? I can get his coat off more quickly than you can. Sun, smiling. We will see who is stronger. I will let you try first. Wind. Puffing his cheeks and blowing hard. Ooh. Man, how strong the wind is today. It is blowing my coat away. I must hold it tightly round myself. Wind blowing harder. Man, pulling his coat more tightly. How cold it is. Wind. Sun, I give up. I cannot get his coat off. Sun. Now it is my turn. Let me try. He shines hard. Man, what a funny day. It was so cold and now it is so hot. Sun, shining harder. I will make him feel hotter and hotter. Man, wiping his face. I must take off my coat. Sun. Wind, I have won. I have made him take off his coat. Let's know the summary of this story. The story is about the wind and the sun. They both want to show their superiority on the man walking down the road. That man was wearing a coat. Wind claims that it is more powerful and make that man remove his coat more quickly. To prove that, wind started blowing at a very fast speed.
but the man held his coat tightly. At last, wind was unable to get off the man's coat. On the other hand, sun begins to shine harder and suddenly it begins to grow hot. The man was unable to bear the heat and removed his coat, and at last the sun wins. For more educational videos, subscribe to Catrack Kids TV.